welcome back to my YouTube channel. I've got another big job to do on the TJ today. I've been dreading it and I've been looking forward to it all at the same time. Dreading it because it's such a big job to do, and looking forward to getting it done and having this terrible repair job that the previous owner did, having it done and out of the way. It's embarrassing to go up and look at this piece I'm going to replace today. I'll show you more about that when we get back to my house. I'm headed to my dad's house right now to get some necessary tools to get the job done. And when I get back to my house, I'll have the TJ poured in the garage because it's another rainy, messy Saturday morning. It's about 7:30 right now and overcast and kind of dark outside. But I'll tell you about the job when we get back to my house. I'll see you there. Alright, we're back. Alright guys, we're back at my house, and today we're going to be changing the rear cross member, the part that the bumper bolts onto. Neely's out here going to try to get in the way just a little bit. She wants some petting. Right here's what I was talking about, just looking awful. I'm sorry for the lighting conditions. It's an overcast day and I've backed up to the edge of my garage so that we might get some light. But right here, they have welded just globs of material onto this rear cross member, and it is awful. They put their own version of a receiver hitch on this Jeep. Instead of bolting it up, I don't know if you can see that, they've welded it straight to the frame. So I gotta get me a plan of attack of how to get all of this stuff off and cut away. Little concern, I'm gonna be slinging a lot of sparks, and my fuel tank of course is right here. I will try to take the necessary precautions to stop from having a fire. I sure would hate to burn the Jeep down and my house also at the same time. So I'm going to probably wet some rags, stuff up in here around the fuel fill hose and around the tank. Try to keep any sparks from getting up in on top of where the fuel pump is at and up in this fuel hose, because when they put the body lift on this thing, they didn't do it right. Anyway, the hose, they cut the hose and put about a 3-inch long, 4-inch long piece of metal tubing connecting this hose to the other piece of the hose they cut, so that the hose would be longer rather than buying a longer hose. So sometimes when I put fuel in it, it leaks out where they did that. I mean, I told you kind of went on a rant in the last video about how they haven't done anything right. This is just more of it, and I'm okay with it. I've accepted it. I'm just going to try to fix it. So this other side, same way. Right here, this piece right here, I don't know if you can tell if that's got threads on it or not, but that was a bolt, a full length bolt. It was sticking out about that far, that they filled a hole up with, and then they welded it to the hole. So anyway, I want to try to cut all this disaster off today and put a brand new cross member on. I got it in the house. So I think my first plan of attack will be to remove this rear bumper here and to get this spare tire off, so I'll have room and I can see what I'm doing. Alright, here's a better look of all the garbage. That's the bolt I was talking about. They had welded up in a hole to fill a hole up. But I gotta cut all of that off. This side looks just like it, minus the bolt. Notice when I took the spare tire off the tire carrier, got a big old nasty weld on it. Just another big old nasty weld down here I didn't see a while ago. But anyway, I don't know, I may delete this altogether. Alright, my first plan of attack, try to use a sawzall. I'm trying to get this receiver cut off. Had to cut through here and cut straight down right here, which is going to be pretty tough cuts. it's hot. Out this way this time. So watch your eyes. Alright, I'm just going to cut this piece of Wrangler iron off, just like I did the other one. It concerns me because it's close to the gas tank. I have wet a towel and wrapped up in here so this wet towel should catch any flying sparks. I have a fire extinguisher just in case, and I'm not going to record this bit because I want my son watching to make sure we don't have any sparks that get past the towel up in here around this fuel field tube that I know has leaked in the past when putting fuel in it. Should be good and dry now, but I just don't want to take any chances, so we'll come back to you when we have this cut off. This thing is welded in 4 more places, 2 on each side. One right here and one on the inside of the frame up in here. That's my problem one. So I gotta figure out what I gotta do. Wondering what I'm doing, there's a weld back down in here, and instead of having to cut through all of that, which is what I would have done when I cut here, I'd have just cut here. I don't want to have to cut through all that, so I'm trying to break it off. Well, that's one side. Man, that's a lot of work. I've got that much more work again to do right there. That hadn't even started. Whew. All right, let's get at it. Well, I've just finished undoing the monkey squad's work. Well, at least this part of it. Who knows what else they've done. But let's get the brand new cross member knocked up in position and see what I'm going to have to do to get it welded up. We got her knocked up into place. I'm fixing to grind off the paint where I have to so I can get this thing welded. Take the break and clean my tools up. They all got soaking wet, rain blowing up in the garage. Alright, we're in the house. All work has stopped. We're waiting on the power to come back on. The wind has knocked some trees into some power lines, so we'll get to the job when we get some power back on. Okay, we're back out here. Let's get this rear cross member welded back on. Power went off, as I said earlier, and this is the 5th day. We've just got the power back on. Trees blowed down everywhere. If you'll stay to the end of the video, I'll show you some of the damage that came through from the eye of the tropical storm. But anyway, I've got this cross member bolted up. Haven't got it welded at all. I'm going to tack weld it in place, remove the body lift so I won't melt it, but I'm going to get it tacked on right now and I'll come back when I'm ready to start welding. Alright guys, thanks for your patience. Here's the finished product all welded up in place. I got rid of all those receiver hitch wires to run trailer lights. I'm not going to run trailer behind this thing, so I cleaned all that mess up. And here's these wires right here, just laying everywhere. But turned out really nice. I'm very pleased. I've been dreading this job, and it took much longer than I had anticipated, just because the storm came through and shut my power off for 5 days. Anyway, I think it was well worth the wait. I've got to get this body lift off of here sometime. I'm going to go back down to standard height on the body lift and try to raise it back up the correct way. But anyway, if you like this video or any of my videos, please like and subscribe. Please feel free to comment. I love reading the comments and look forward to each and every one of them. I'll try to reply to all of them. And for those of you who made it to the end of the video, here's the storm damage that I promised you, of the storm that came through when I was making the first half of this video. Alright, I'm coming out here to look at some of the storm damage. That windstorm that came through was more aggressive than I first thought. We've got some trees blowed down. A big limb. There's another big tree that's down. Trees that's down over here. And my father-in-law's shop. pretty much the side of it's totally destroyed.